Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 10. The chapter which we are related with is rectification of error. As you can see that this is our question number 10. Following entries are given, 5 entries, and we need to make rectified entries. Performa is same. We are required to make journal entries over here. These two columns would be used for our rough work. So now we are open to start our question. Let's see what first entry is for us. Here 1680 as debit balance in Amjad account are written off as bad debts. So bad debt mean we have accepted that Amjad would not pay this amount and we have written that amount in bad debts. Bad debt is an expense. Expenses should be debited. So bad debts would be written over here on debit side, bad debts. And bad debts to debtor or Amjad account. This is exactly the entry which was required to be done in normal case. And now we will see what mistake has been done. Bad debts to Amjad recorded in Amjad account only. Please note it down. Entry has been recorded in Amjad account only. That means Amjad has been written. What not written is bad debts. There were two aspects, bad debts to Amjad. Amjad has already been written. So you may ignore it, Amjad. Bad debts were not written. If bad debts are not written, so what we will do? We will write it by ourselves. So bad debts. Now please understand, Amjad is already written. There is nothing left to be written on credit side. So you will write suspense account over here. If you want to repeat it, please revise it. Bad debts to Amjad was initial entry, but Amjad was already recorded. Only bad debts were not recorded and now we have recorded it. Amount is 1680. Just put 1680 on debit side and same amount you are going to put on credit side, and you may put narration bad debts not written, now rectified. First entry is completed. Now let's see what second entry is saying to us. 4,000 paid for college fees of proprietor. Any amount which is paid for the proprietor personal use, that would be called drawings. So initial entry or actual entry was supposed to be drawings on debit side. Alright, now let's see what mistake has been done. Charged, that means written to the trade expense account. So instead of drawings, they have written it as trade expense. Alright, now we are open to make our rectified entry. As you know that drawing was required to be written. We haven't written, so now we will write drawings. As usual, whatever is written in green column, you will write on the same side. Look at here, do same side. Whatever is written as green, you will put on the same side, and red would be written on the opposite side. Trade expense debit. So here you will write opposite side, credit side, trade expenses. So guys, in this way our second entry is going to be completed. So here you will put narration, wrong trade expense, now rectified. Two entries are completed, but let's see how much amount, 4,000. So 4,000 would be posted on, would be written on debit side, and same amount we will write on credit side. Two entries completed. Now let's see what third entry is saying. Bad debts recovered from Arshad were credited to his account. This is important to understand. When there is bad debt entry, we supposed to write bad debts to Amjad. And now please note, amount has been recovered, bad debts recovered. When there were bad debts, that means we have accepted Amjad would not pay back the amount. We have entered Amjad's name in bad debts account. So original entry was bad debts to Amjad, but now bad debts recovered in third entry. If bad debts are recovered, so we were supposed to put name of Amjad on debit side. But here what is happening? Arshad was credited to his account. Why I am giving you reference of first entry? Because first entry was also related to bad debts and third entry is also related with the bad debts. But the difference is here initially there were bad debts and now bad debts have been recovered. When bad debts are recovered, Arshad account was supposed to be written on debit side, but we have written on credit side. It means whole entry which is original entry, that's wrong, and we will be writing it as opposite. Bad debts recovered from Arshad. Initial entry was bad debts to Arshad, but we have credited his account, so instead of that we will write Arshad to bad debts. Please note it down, when there are bad debts, it is bad debts to debtor account. But when they are recovered, when bad debts are recovered, you will have to make it an opposite entry. So that is why bad debts recovered from Arshad is now Arshad to bad debts. Alright. So how much amount for bad debt is 1000. So you will put 1000 on debit side and same amount we are going to write on credit side. Once again I am telling you, if there are bad debts, entry would be bad debts to Amjad. When bad debts are recovered, you will make an opposite entry, Amjad to bad debts. In the same manner, bad debts from Arshad were recovered. That is why you have made an opposite entry of this, Arshad to bad debts. Here, bad debts recovered, now rectified. Guys, in this way, our third entry is also completed. Now we will see what fourth entry is saying to us. A receipt of rupees 3500 from Saeed. Receipt means you have received the cash. So cash received from Saeed. Original entry is cash to Saeed. Okay, what mistake they have done was credited to there. That means they are talking about Saeed. Amount has been written as 5300. So they have credited Said but with 5300 while the original amount was 3500. So here you will write 3500. Now there is only mistake. The mistake is present only in Said. There is no mistake in cash, so cash can be ignored. Original amount was 3500, but we have written 5300. It means more amount has been posted. It is overcast. In overcast, we do entry in the opposite direction. Said is credit, so here you will debit your Said's account. And as you know that in overcast or undercast, difference of amount would be written. So 5300 minus 3500. In this way, entry has been rectified. But there is nothing left to be written on credit side as there is no mistake in cash. Mistake was present only in size account. That has been rectified. Nothing else is present. So for that, you will write suspense account over here. Same amount would be posted over here. Here you will write wrong side account, now rectified. Four entries are completed. Now let's see what fifth entry is saying here. Right, fifth. Okay, let's see what fifth entry is saying. Sales return. Okay, sales return, as you know that original entry is what? Sale return should be debited. Sale return to debtor is also possible, or sale return alone can also be written. Were taken into stock, but no entry was passed through the books. Look at, there is plural word has been used. Books, that means debit and credit both are missed. So it means neither we have written say return nor debtor account. So complete entry would be written over here as they are using the word books. So say return to debtor and say return to suspense is also possible. Here sales return was omitted. Now rectified. Let's see how much amount was. It was 1000. So put 1000 on debit side and 1000 on credit side. Alright guys, in this way our question has been completed. These were 5 entries. All entries are completed. It is requested to please practice this question for more than 2-3 times. And after practicing, if you feel anything difficult, you are very open to ask your question through messages, text, or you can directly me to share your problem. I will try my best to answer your queries instantly. So thank you very much for your time. It's time to end our lecture. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.